Welcome back to the channel. This is a quick video where I'm going to show you how to quickly and easily add perfect album artwork to music in iTunes/Apple Music. So if you haven't seen my video on how to clean up your iTunes library in order to fix all of the metadata, then I will leave a link down below for that. Here you can see I have Abbey Road by the Beatles. Everything has been cleaned up. All my tracks are in the correct order and all of the titling is done. So if I go and I get info, everything's clean except the album artwork is not correct. Okay, this will apply if you have the incorrect album artwork or if the album artwork is missing entirely. What we are going to do is head over to YouTube because official YouTube releases are going to have the best, most accurate album artwork for that record. Again, this is assuming that you own the music and this is for personal use. So what we're going to do is take a screenshot of this, and I'm on a Mac, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold Shift Command and press 4, and you can see that I have a little crosshair cursor here. If you're on PC, then figure out how to do this on PC. You'll have a similar tool. So you're going to pull up your cursor, and I'm going to go beyond the square of the artwork. Okay, I'm going to capture around it on every side. Okay, now that screenshot is going to go to my desktop. Okay, once you locate your screenshot, you're going to open it in whatever free available tool you have built into your computer. On Mac, it's Preview, and on PC, it'll be a free, simple image opening tool and editor. So go ahead and find that. In this case, I'm in Preview. So what we're going to do first is we're going to crop the image to where there's no border around the square. Okay, so in Preview, you just can draw boxes wherever you want with your trackpad or with your mouse. So we're first going to go up to the corner and we're going to start a selection box. Okay, we're going to drag it out and then we're going to zoom in. I'm doing this on a trackpad. Pinch zoom on your trackpad or zoom with your mouse, and we're going to go up to one corner. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the corner, and to be safe, it does snap to the edge, okay? And you can do that if you want, but to be safe, I'm just gonna go 1 pixel to the inside of the image, okay? Now I'm gonna scroll down to the other corner. I'm gonna zoom out, and I'm gonna go down to the corner across from the previous one. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go 1 pixel towards the inside of the image, okay? Now we're gonna zoom out, and we're gonna go up to the top, we're going to go to Tools, and we're going to go to Crop. Okay, so that's going to crop out any of that screenshot border that we had, and now the image is going to be perfectly square. Okay, so now we are going to check the size in pixel dimensions and resolution of this image. So we're going to go to Tools, and we're going to go to Adjust Size. Okay, so what we do here all depends on what you are ultimately doing with the image. In my case, I use a flash modded iPod Classic. So I generally shrink all of the album artworks down to 500 pixels by 500 pixels. If you are going to be viewing the album artwork on like an iPod Touch or an iPhone or your laptop, you will want to keep the image at least this size. And usually this size will be fine, okay? This roughly 1300 pixels by 1300 pixels. The resolution is 144 because that is part of the screen and when I screenshotted it. And that resolution will be plenty, so we usually don't need to change that. 300 ppi resolution is print quality. So as long as you're viewing this on some sort of digital device or screen, you don't need that high of a resolution. Screen resolution is actually 72 ppi, so 144 should be plenty. You know, if I view the album artwork like this, and it's about this big, and it's in a music player, or it's even smaller, then that is going to be plenty, okay? Because you can see everything clearly, and it's a good enough resolution. Okay, now if you really want a high resolution 300 ppi, 3000 by 3000 pixel image, you can find that elsewhere, or it may already be embedded in your purchased music, and so feel free to just keep that. Now, for just all intents and purposes, we're just going to bump up this size a little bit. So this lock is here to lock the dimensions to each other. It's going to lock the width to the height. And because it's already square, I can just change one of these dimensions. So I'm going to go 1500, and the other side is going to automatically go to 1500. Okay, and so I'm going to click OK. If you zoom in, you can start to see pixels, but for what we're doing and to keep it simple, this is going to be plenty big. Okay, so now that we have cropped and resized the image, we are going to export this image. And we are just going to export it as we can do best, or we can cut down the size a little bit if we want to. But we are going to export this just as a JPEG to the desktop, and we're going to give it a unique name. I usually do the first few letters of the artist, the beat, and then a few, you could do Abbey Road cover. But just give it a unique name so that nothing gets mixed up in the background. Okay, we're going to save it, and we're going to close out of preview. All right, I am back in Apple Music iTunes. So I showed you that the album artwork is that little cat meme, okay? What we need to do is, to be safe, we need to first remove this artwork from all the tracks. So we're going to do it all at one time. So we're going to click the top one, we're going to hold shift, and we're going to click the bottom one. It's going to select all of the tracks. Then we're going to right click and get info and go to artwork. And you can see the cat again. Okay, so I'm going to click on it, and you can just see that it is selected. You can see these little tiny it really is going all the way around, but it's behind it. You can't really see it, but you can see these little green tips here. Okay, so we're going to click it. We're going to make sure it's selected, and we're going to press delete. And then we're going to click OK. So that's going to remove the album artwork from all of the tracks at once. You can see now it's blank. So we're going to add the correct artwork the same way. We're going to select them all, and we're going to go to get info. So we can go to artwork, and you can click add artwork here and then browse your computer for the image. But since I have it down here already, I'm going to click on it, and I'm just going to drag it and drop it into the box. Okay, so then check it over, and if you're happy, hit OK. So now when I go to any one of these tracks, if I go to get info and if I go to artwork, our new artwork is there, and you can see I'm flipping through, and it's the same for all of them. Okay, so we now have a perfectly square, correct album artwork for our record. There are many ways to do this, but this is just one way that I've found that you can do it pretty quickly and you get a good quality image. Again, if you want a nice big 3000 pixel or greater, 300 ppi resolution image, then you can do that same thing. Just source that image first. Okay. Doing it this way and knowing how to do this, you can do any kind of thing you want. You can do custom artwork. The sky's the limit. So I hope that helps. Have fun organizing your music libraries, and I'll put the links down below for iPod parts and flash modding parts, and a 30-pin to USB-C cable that I use. So that's for all the iPod people out there. And I'll leave a link for that other video on how to organize all of the metadata for your music, and I will leave links for all of the iPod flash modding and repair tutorial videos that I have on my channel. So if you like the content, head over to my channel and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me, and leave a comment, and I will try to get back to you as soon as I can. So thank you. See ya.